welcome to my second journal entry. Here, let's get this on. Get it? There we go. There's much to report. I should not be surprised at all if I therefore fail to report it all. You like to make a cheat, huh? There we go. There we go. And finally, there we go. I would not be surprised if I failed to report it all. I mean, even yesterday I failed to report some stuff. I went to this used cell phone company right across from where I was sleeping yesterday. To see if perhaps the proprietor there might have some information that would change my current guesstimate as to how I want to go with phones. See, I'm pretty satisfied with this current one, and I'm not at all impressed with QWERTY keyboards on cell phones because the increased efficiency is, it strikes me, negligible. I am old enough and then some to recognize that although I'm sure it's a very low quality camera, with the modern digital technology, it's probably a $50 to $60 camera using the old film technology, or at least so I estimate. It certainly seems perfectly adequate. I can't imagine spending any large amount of money for a better camera. And although smartphones are impressive, I've yet to find one with that's breaking the rules enough so that I could make the monthly payments without breaking the bank. I should mention that right before this, I have an attempt at a video of cops who I don't think I would be at all unfair to say were harassing me. I think I caught them in a lie, which I may get to later. But I was too slow. I should have thought of that earlier. Maybe next time I will. So I spent last night at the same finer coffee establishment I have been spending the last several days minus Sunday, 3 days minus Sunday. I slept all day Sunday. Perhaps it was after I got through journal entry yesterday, and I finally figured out how to have the cover of Night of the Living Dregs as my screensaver. Boy, I just I find that as awesome as I thought I'd think that. Glad I got that done. Night of the Living Dregs is my favorite album of all time. My favorite things. Uploaded yesterday's journal entry there and played some NetHack. I kind of broke from routine and did some responding to YouTube. For one thing, because I finally have the technology to respond to YouTube in a way that does not make me seem like an idiot, and I don't know if the difficulty involved in explaining what I mean by that is really worth the time and effort. But if you don't have the proper technology, it just ends up being, and if you're not used to it, so that's not the entirety of the explanation. YouTube's, it's like, hey, we ain't about like a bunch of writing shield. We're about videos. Seems to be in the philosophy. And it really makes sense. Video is the most in-your-face medium there is. And that reminds me, hey, if I ever got some sign that anybody was paying attention, and also heard that people would rather I do audio files. I would rather do audio files. But it's my impression that too few people recognize the value of audio. Because too few people recognize that video is simply too much information for most purposes. Kind of like that, I can't even remember the name of the movies from back in the 70s. About that psychologist, and he went into a John Lilly isolation tank for a while, and he came out and felt he had the answer to life, the universe, and everything. And he runs across these people who worship the tube. Just whatever's on the tube. That's what we believe in. But it all ends well. His girlfriend finally convinces him that he's gone too far, and they get hitched. And he gives it up. And meanwhile, his little adventures out in the Twilight Zone,